Okay, I don't know. I think maybe the audio issues are okay now. I'm not totally sure. Ferrah, speak.
Hello.
You need to.
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Hello?
1 second. I need to change my.
Hello?
Oh
Ooh,
no! Now our connection with
I'm a
NDI
little
is really
glitchy.
bad. Oh no!
It is. Why is it so
1 second.
bad?
I can't hear you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Why
Uh-oh.
is it so bad?
Oh wait, there's a simple fix to this. Ferrah, please unmute yourself on Discord.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
There we go. That's fine now.
Hello?
We're good! Yes, hello, hi. You can hear me, right?
Okay.
What?
Yay.
What's happening?
Yay.
Oh god!
How goes?
I feel like your connection is
Can
really
you not hear
bad.
me?
I feel like there's a lot of lag. Oh no. I don't know if it can handle OBS Ninja and all this streaming at the same time.
I don't think it can either.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay.
I don't think it can either.
Okay, I can fix this really quick. I can fix this really quick. It's just gonna be a little bit painful for me halfway through. Oh! I didn't mean to do that! Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Yeah, just leave OBS Ninja. I'm gonna have 2 headphones in at the same time, which is kind of painful for me, but it's okay. Okay. I'm gonna watch it on 2 computers at once. Okay. Okay, by the way, if you guys don't have Haruhi, figure it out. Yeah, exactly. I actually need time too. Me and Ferrah are gonna watch it via Amazon Watch Party. So you can rent it on Amazon. Squeaky. Where is that link? Oh, there it is. Join watch. Oh, let me leave the watch party. Did I leave? Oh, I already did, I guess. Okay. Join watch party. Yeah, I know. Let me test that my audio is even working on this side. It sure is. Okay. Okay, I think. Whoopsies! Ah! Oh, so you're a little too zoomed in, Ferrah. I think. Maybe I can. Oh. That's one way to. I think everyone else appreciates it. Entertain the people for a minute while I get my soda. Oh, Ferrah's muted? Oh, sorry. She's fine now. Sorry. Oh, that's funny that no one could hear you.
Aww.
She's back now.
Welcome to my stream.
Let me turn off your OBS thing. Okay.
Whoops. I zoomed in when I meant to keep zooming out.
We'll fix that next time when we get the NDI thing fixed.
All right.
Bepes.
This is how I feel about Lua.
Thanks.
No problem.
Okay. Is everyone ready? We're at 0-0. The Katakawa icon is about to fly up, and this was supposed to be an offline collab, and we were supposed to have Hot Pot. And then that couldn't happen because I decided to see one person, and then they might have COVID, so that's great. So, I'm so annoyed. Came over to help her. She came over to my house to help. I was helping her sew, and then she went back to her house, and her husband had 102-degree fever. Cause we can't have nice things in this house. Ah! Okay, so this is offline collab or online collab now. And so instead of hot pot, I bought myself ramen.
Instead of hot pot, I'm gonna starve.
You had a big breakfast. You told me.
I did.
A big mouse breakfast. What did ferrets eat?
I had an Italian sausage, kale egg scramble with a cup of juice.
Speaking of kale, I need to pickle the kale out of my ramen. Why did they decide to? I don't know. I don't. I mean,
I
not
like
my
it.
ramen.
I think it adds some good texture to the ramen.
The taste is overpowering for me. Makes the whole thing taste like gross greens.
I'm gonna be annoying, and saying the word cup of juice made me want more juice. So, BRB.
Okay, I'll entertain the people then as I pickle the kale out of my ramen. There's a Katakawa logo. The Blu-ray starts at the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky, huh? We're watching the Amazon version, which starts with a Katakawa logo, like how do I say? Firing into the air. Firing into the air. There's like a fire transition. Firing into the air. They gave me a big hunk of pork in this ramen. Ooh, I'm pouring the broth in. Ooh, it's so creamy. It's good ramen. It sucks that you're missing the show, but it's good that you're not going, in my opinion. I'm very pro not leaving my house. I only leave my house to get absolute essentials, like ramen. Oh no!
Sounds like Lewis filter ramen.
I did a little bit.
Yeah, I'm driving home to. I think we probably would have done it if I wasn't driving home to see my last living grandparent tomorrow. So, yeah.
I'm also just quite overly cautious. Just by the mere fact that my father's in the hospital from COVID still. But anyways, I need to pop this in the microwave, so I need to.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
We'll start eventually.
Ferrah Lua collabs do be like this. They sure are like this most of the time. Just us. We're always trying to do something fancy last minute, like an hour before the stream starts, half hour before the stream starts. We're like, let's try out this new thing, and then we don't get the stream ready, and then during the stream we're like, some things have messed up. Yes, we will do that. We will tell you when the disappearance title text shows up. Yes.
That was quite interesting. My microwave messed with my wireless headphones. It made me hear static.
Oh, weird.
Okay.
I just remembered that my grandma has had COVID. I forgot about that.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready to finally start. They gave me spicy mayo for my gyoza. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. We're doing a watch party, so should we count down from the Haruhi logo? I feel like that's what most of them do. I know that that's what my DVD does too. Ferrah? Ferrah? Oh no.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm back.
Okay, God. Okay, are we
I am frozen though.
Yeah, you sure are. It'll come and go as it pleases, I think.
I don't know. It's never been this bad before.
Oh,
It's
you're not
definitely
even
been
frozen. Like your phone has disconnected from VTuber Studio. It's not even my disconnection from you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm confused about.
Oh, how odd.
Whoop. Don't need that. Okay.
You need to get a you know you can plug your computer in and do it wired, right? Or plug your phone into your computer.
I am aware of that.
That's what I do sometimes.
I just don't have. Did you not hear my rant about how I gave you this whole rant? So they changed the cord, so it's not compatible with any of the other plugs, which means that I don't have a cord that has a USB at the end. So there's no way for me to plug it in.
Ah, I didn't realize that was the point of that.
Well, that wasn't the exact point, but the point of the rant was that they changed the cord so there is no USB plug-in. Okay. There we go. There we go.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm a little, my model's a little confused, kind of looking everywhere but where it should be. There we go. We are back. I am ready. I am ready. Hopefully no more. Nothing,
You can control the watch battery, right?
Yes. You
Cool.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go. And we'll let them know. We'll let them
I'll
know
have
when
a time.
the
Whoa!
Haruhi title starts.
Is that playing out of...
Get me out of here.
Whoa, that was weird. It sounded like it was playing from a bunch of different... Okay, sorry. I wasn't sure if it was coming out of my computer speakers or my headphones.
Oh.
I actually have that problem with my AirPods a lot. I can't tell if they're like coming out of my AirPods or... Yeah. It's time. It's time. Okay.
It's on the screen. It's on the screen.
No. Okay, just rewind it. Just rewind it to what that. Just rewind it. Yeah. That's
1 second, because I don't have any sound for some reason.
Yeah, there was a big da da da.
I don't know why I don't have any sound. I have no idea why I don't have any sound. I'm
gonna enjoy my ramen while you sort this out. So in the actual movie, they plan to have a hot pot party on the 18th. I think maybe they're preparing. Yeah, on the 18th. Which is why we're gonna have a hot pot party. And then, yeah, one day we'll do it. Also, you were gonna give me my PS5 today.
I was gonna get my projector back.
Yeah, you were gonna get your projector back. By the way, we didn't notice that you had brought it, so we didn't use it.
What a waste of me being without my projector for so long. For context, chat, I use my projector every night to fall asleep. Now I'm just sad.
It was under all the clothes you had brought.
I can't figure out why this isn't working. Because by no reason should it not be working.
On my computer, I have this weird thing where sometimes Discord is set to the right audio output, but my computer isn't, which is super strange.
I fixed that. Maybe if I do, I even went in. Yes. Okay, I just undid it and did it again. So, all right, here we go.
Oh no! You need to tell me when we're gonna start. So I did the timer. Rewind it again.
I was gonna pause it. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think it's right after the Funimation, right? Okay, I'll just start the timer. Up and go. Okay. Click go.
I did it.
We're good. That timer's only like a few seconds off. It's fine.
Here we go.
December 16th. Why am I watching the Japanese version? We didn't talk about whether we're gonna watch the Japanese version or the English version.
We didn't. I mean, we don't have any other options.
Oh my god! Wait, we don't have any options?
No, it's only
What?
the Japanese one.
Oh, that kind of bums me out. That's really weird. I probably would have watched the English version. It's fine.
Yeah,
I think
no,
last
that's
year I
fine.
watched the English version, so this year we'll watch the Japanese version. How many have you've seen this movie?
I've seen this movie a million times.
Yeah, okay, just checking.
I also watch this movie every year at this day.
I'm really bad about remembering what the actual day is. I usually watch it on the 16th.
I'm the same, except I usually watch it on the 17th. And then I always go, oh, it's the 18th whenever I'm watching it.
The dub and the sub of The Disappearances are both absolutely equal, like completely equal. But people seem to not like dub, so I usually watch the dub, despite everyone. The ramen noodles, the noodles in my ramen got like all stuck together. I'm having a really hard time. Okay.
I turned Lua down too much. I can't hear a single thing she's saying.
Oh no. Meanwhile, I can't hear the movie.
I turned you up and turned the movie down. So now I can hear you.
Hope my eating isn't too loud. I should probably do something about that. Let's move my mic.
Oh, it's Koizumi.
Ew, it's Koizumi.
Yeah, Lua hates Koizumi. I'm pretty neutral about him.
That's an appropriate take.
He put so much effort into his butt.
He's supposed to be the hot guy.
That's true. I went to a school that was on a hill during college. Well, not a hill. It was kind of its own mountain. It's in the best shape of my life. Wait, what? Wait a second.
What?
They said December 16th.
Yeah.
Is it just 2 days before?
The Haruhi disappears on the 18th.
Okay.
So yeah. But that's why I always watch the movie on the 16th. Because that's the first thing he says in the movie is that's December 16th.
Mhm. So we're both okay for watching it on the 16th and 17th. It's within the timeline of the movie.
The movie takes place over a large span. It's more like a Haruhi week.
I should have ordered myself a Christmas cake.
Oh.
That would have been delicious.
I recently finished off my birthday cake, so I'm good. This is the best anime movie.
You think so?
I think so. I know it's a controversial take, I don't care. Like, to the point where I don't think I even care about any other anime movie.
You were into Your Name for a bit.
Oh, it's fine. It's definitely way below this.
Yeah. It didn't make sense to me
Yeah.
that they were in love. I could get them being really close and being like, holy crap, this girl that I've been talking to for a bit dies, but being like, we're madly in love and that's why I'm saving you. That didn't make sense to me.
For me, I wish it was a TV series.
God, I love Yuki.
Mm-hmm. I think most people say like that their favorite anime movies are Ghibli films, but I can't relate, so.
Oh, interesting. I guess, yeah. Ghibli is one of those things where it's like its own category in my brain, so I never even think about it when I think of like anime movie. Like if somebody was like, "What's your favorite cartoon movie?" I don't know if I would even think of Disney because I'd be like, they would have asked me what my favorite Disney movie is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Great anime movie, Pokemon 2000.
I believe.
That's a good one. Pokemon, the first movie. That's a great one.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree. A Plamer watched this without knowing it was part of a series? Oh, that's very funny to me. Does it hold up? Does it make sense? If you watch it completely out of context?
It does to everyone that I made watch it out of context.
Really? I'm actually really surprised. It's a better movie than I thought.
Because I don't know if they realize that Haruhi is God, but they realize that, because other than that, then it becomes a story of like, I don't know, kind of jealousy and frustration in a way. They don't have all the background of like why Yuki is frustrated, but you don't super need it. Yeah, I would listen to Lugia's song on repeat from Pokemon 2000.
But like, there's a lot of stuff where Kyon is like, oh yes, this is that part where I met that future lady in the past, and like very heavily relies on.
Yeah, so as someone who hasn't seen it, you're just like, oh, he met this lady in the past, and that's it. I think if you don't know the context, you miss out on a lot. I mean, if you don't know the context, you miss out on a lot, but you don't know that you're missing out on it.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
And then you go back and watch the original show and get somewhat disappointed.
Oh.
I feel like what would happen.
Good, yeah, because like you haven't seen the show, but you can immediately get that Haruhi is a super pushy person.
Mm-hmm. Reading the manga is kind of a waste of time, though.
Nothing's a waste of time if it's something you love.
I have a lot of the manga. It's all either like retellings of stuff that we already saw in the anime, and then like weird, in my opinion, like out of place extra stories. Like I remember there's one about a ghost that looked like Kyon. It was weird. Helps visualize the arcs that weren't turned into anime, but some of them, I don't know. I guess maybe I didn't get that far in the manga because I only got as far as there was weird arcs that just weren't in the books either, and I was like, huh.
Santa hats.
Aliens, espers, time travelers are fine, but I draw the line at ghosts.
I guess all the other ones are somewhat. I just realized all those categories are somewhat scientific in a way. Even espers.
Yeah. There's also a slider though, so.
Oh, that's true. Marvel had that where like, they were. I don't remember who. I don't remember who it was. It might not have even been. Oh, it wasn't Marvel. It was DC because it was the Flash, and then like DC's version of Doctor Strange, some like magic dude. And the Flash was like, I only believe in science, and I don't believe in magic at all. And it's like, dude, you're a superhero. Like I get it in this alternate world. You have this line that you've drawn, but to me, you're the same. I think it was like the Iron Helmet or something. The dude wore a helmet. I cannot remember. I'm gonna stop trying. Have you ever seen Firefly, Lua?
Maybe like an episode. Like this conversation is incomprehensible if you didn't even know this is part of a series.
I feel like it explains itself though.
I guess.
Because if you don't have the context, you're just like, oh, at night she opens these separate worlds in her dreams. And they need to stop that from happening for some reason because they're bad or something. And then you move on with your life.
Koizumi is a verbose dude.
He likes to hear himself talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you imagine being killed in this situation? I would just be like, Koizumi, I know. I was literally there. You could stop explaining it to me. It's been like 6 months of this. He literally created Mikuru just to be jealous against her.
She needs a love rival.
I guess so.
But also, I feel like she didn't think that far ahead. I feel like she's just like, no, you need like a gorgeous girl. You need like a banging babe. I'm sure she didn't think past that.
This is where I got to separate. I just remembered the middle front of the movie.
This is one of my favorite scenes where he goes to kick the ball and completely whiffs it. I don't know why I like it so much.
Because it's funny. I ascribe to Haruhi as God because I feel like Kyona's God is too boring of a plot twist.
Kyona's
like,
not God.
Yeah. Oh, the dude created a bunch of hot girls for himself? Whoa!
I would like that to be the case, but it's just not the case. Sorry, I'm just probably it's just the sounds of me eating. I should probably mute myself.
They also it's more like Haruhi is the closest thing to a god. Not necessarily that she is that like she could just be a life form they don't understand.
Yeah, that's the impression I get as well.
Yeah.
It is a sci-fi book after all, ultimately. I'm sorry, chat, you missed out on those hiccups. I thought they were gonna come out more like burps. And whiffs it. Oh, Kyun's so cute in this movie. It's part of the reason the movie's so good. They let him express himself more.
Mhm. Yeah, it does show that the power can be taken. That's true. It could be. It could have been from somebody totally else, and Haruhi just stumbled upon it.
Yeah, there is an implication in the books that, or not even an implication, just like straight up saying that like there is an entity that decided that Haruhi is the one who gets the powers, or I don't know. There's like this whole war that happens where there's like these other rival factions of all these factions that are in favor of someone else being the Haruhi of this world, who also happens to be Kyon's best friend or like childhood friend, which is wacky. It is odd that he would be at the center of both of them, isn't it?
It is.
It does lead some credence.
But maybe, I don't know. Because it's like part of why he's at the center of Haruhi is that she has a crush on him. It's kind of implied. Is like you're important to her in a way. So maybe maybe the entity just has a crush on Kyon, and it was transferred to Haruhi when she got the power. That's why when Yuki got the power, she had a crush on Kyon. This movie makes me sad though, because Kyon is basically like, I could see now how hard life for you was, Yuki, and I'm really sorry, but when it comes down to it, I don't care.
It's not that he doesn't care.
Well, it's not as important as me having fun.
You're not wrong. That is the conclusion he comes to. Shamisen. This is a long movie. I always forget.
How long is it? Oh yeah.
It's like 3 hours long.
It's like a whole season of anime.
Yeah.
A mini season.
Well, yeah, actually. I mean, there was a lot of talk before they adapted this. They're like, are they just gonna make like, because this is the only like story arc of Haruhi that is, well, it was the first, I should say. It was the first story arc of Haruhi that actually lasted its whole own book, because before that, it was kind of, it was an episodic chapter by chapter thing, because it was published in the Katakoa magazine, which is, it shouldn't be a surprise to me that a lot of light novels are published chapter by chapter in magazines, because I mean, in the West we do that with sci-fi magazines, or at least we used to. I don't know if we still do, but
I think we still do.
Someone does, I'm sure.
Yeah. There's always enough writers to be
True, submitting their work.
Not only submitting their work, but reading other people's work in the hope of being the next person to submit their work.
Oh boy.
It's like a self-sustaining economy.
Yes, yeah.
Writers' journals.
Go home, Taniguchi. You don't need to be getting people sick.
I like the implication that if Haruhi doesn't exist, Taniguchi can't get bitches.
I believe it. I think even in the original timeline, doesn't his date not go very well?
I don't remember.
What so so unproductive to just throw your shoes on the floor and then you have to go retrieve them. Man, everyone's sick. Can't relate.
Are we in the Haruhi list timeline?
I mean, we are in the Haruhi list timeline, unfortunately. The date is with the ale. Oh, that's right, it was. I forgot about that. The date was with one of the anti-SOS Brigade people. We find that out later. When are they gonna continue the anime? When are they gonna do that for us? I would like that. I would appreciate that. Surely they're not gonna do another movie. I mean, they have a lot of stuff to do before they get to the movie, I guess. Before they get to that whole anti-SOS Brigade stuff. Yeah, they'd have to do it as a series because there's like 2 timelines happening at the same time, right? I don't fully remember all the details. It's been many years since I've read it. Wow, it's been many years since I've read it. I should reread it. They hinted something on April 24th? That's a long time ago. I also still haven't even read the newest book, which came out in the last year or so.
Oh.
It's not 3 books, is it? There's like 1. I'm talking about the newest book. I mean, well, the newest book before the newest book, where it like all comes to a head and insane stuff happens. I guess it does. It does span a lot of time, though. Isn't there a canonical year that Haruhi takes place in? I believe there is, isn't it? Sometime in the 2000s. Oh, wait. So in the showing of Disappearance that they showed the last few days, there was hints.
Ooh.
Of something coming on April 24th. Whoa.
That's pretty freaking exciting.
Oh, that's why 9 and 10 are the same book in the English releases. That's why I thought it was one book. That explains a lot. I'm confused. You're confusing me. Ten and 11 are the same books? Whatever. You get the idea. They're combined books in the English version. Which they do for all light novels. Oh. Oh, it's the gal.
Here she is. I think this is one part I think Asakura is the part that if you hadn't watched the series, you'd be confused by.
That's fair.
This one is because you don't have, even if he explains it, it's still like, wait, what happened? She's supposed to be dead? Why is she dead? Why is she bad? Who is she?
Why is he having a PTSD flashback from her appearance?
Hey. such an awkward place to say this, Kion. You're too used to being in weird situations.
This is true. You know what? He is. He used to be such a normal kid.
Yeah. If this was like near the beginning, he'd just be internally confused and be like, I guess I'll figure it out later. Maybe it was all a dream.
Oh, interesting. Playmer's saying that it's kind of enhances it because you're seeing it from the if you don't know the series, you're seeing it from the perspective of one of his classmates.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be wacky? If you have not seen the series, then you're watching this series from the perspective of the people in this world. Oh, I guess that makes sense actually why you don't really need to watch the series, because it spends a lot of it's a lot of time of Kyon explaining what happened, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Oh, that would be an interesting experience. I wish I could wipe my brain.
But it is definitely, I think, a sadder, like, if you really like if you watch a disappearance and you love it, and you watch it in HD and then you go back and watch the anime, it's kind of like, this isn't as good.
True. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, actually. You're setting up some high expectations that cannot be met. Meanwhile, in the reverse, I'm like, hell yeah, it's the best movie ever.
He's so Haruhi pilled.
That took me off balance. Oh my gosh. They're so patient with him. They're like, yeah, can you show him the...
Yeah.
Playmer's asserting that if you read the light novels after watching the movie, it's fine. Which is fair. That's fair.
A part of that is probably because you know you're going into a different medium.
Yes, there's no direct comparison.
Yeah, so if you go from the movie to the anime, it's like, oh.
So she's in a bunny outfit. That's nice. I mean, ultimately the issue is that the Haruhi books get better and better as they go on. So the first like 4 or so that are the anime are the weakest part of the series. Not weakest, but you know. All the really great stuff happens in Disappearance and afterwards, when they start writing them as full books instead of chapter by chapter.
Something a little worse than a cold if he's like, where's this imaginary student? Where is she? You're all wrong.
I mean, it's like, he knows though that like supernatural stuff happened.
Yeah.
This isn't even his first time going to a different world. So I almost kind of feel like he's maybe overreacting a little bit, but I get it. I wish he could at least just keep it cool. God, he's so clumsy. It's very funny. There's just no classroom.
Koizumi's too elite to be in your stupid school, Kion.
Yeah, without you holding it back, he goes to the fancy school, Kyo. You're such a loser. God, you're just holding everyone you know back. Fire alarms are so weird in Japan. That huge red light is a fire alarm. Hiss his leg. Yeah. What would I do in this situation? I wonder who in my life would be important enough to disappear and I'd be like, you guys don't remember?
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder who.
The thing is a significant portion of my life is people telling me I don't remember things correctly. So honestly, I would probably just be immediately gaslit.
It's not gaslighting if they believe it.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't think to go look for Yuki or Mikuru.
That's true. So
why did he look for Koizumi immediately? I would look for Yuki, but
I do think that Kyon is bi, and I do think he loves Haruhi and Koizumi the most, and I think that's why Yuki separated them out.
That is the most like BL glasses thing I've ever heard you say. Because that's no.
I think it makes sense.
I don't know. As a book reader, that is certainly not the impression that I get. I mean, part of the reason I hate Koizumi so much is if you read the books, Kyon really doesn't like Koizumi very much. So, you know, as our narrator, that's just how we come to feel.
As far as people that talk to Kyon about who Haruhi is, what Haruhi is.
Well, Koizumi's the only person who actually gives any straight answers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's why you went to Koizumi first.
Because I think of all of the between the SOS Brigade, huh?
I said Yuki wouldn't say shit.
Well, Yuki's not allowed to say stuff for her permissions. She didn't have permissions. But of all of the SOS Brigade, it is implied that Koizumi is like the highest up in his organization. I think Plamer's in the chat agreeing with me that Kyon doesn't like Koizumi very much.
But for Real's answer, Koizumi's the only one that tells him anything. So that's why he went straight to Koizumi. That's
true. I mean, I do get like something weird is happening. What class is Yuki even in? Oh my god. It's such a weak punch and he reacts so much. It's so cute. Yeah, I need to look up what they wrote. There's no way it left a mark. There's no way that punch left a mark like that.
No, his nose is red from the cold.
Oh, okay. Still?
It's cold inside.
True, yeah. Future Mikuru, when she rises up the ranks, she's able to talk to him a lot more, which is why Koizumi, I mean, Koizumi has some pull in his organization, which is why he is able to talk about it. Ramen makes my nose run really bad.
Me too. All hot food does.
Remember when people didn't have Line and Facebook and Twitter? That's when this is made. Can't just line her. I do feel like we're gonna, if not going to, we should have more series set in like the early 2000s and 90s when not everyone had cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
There's an implication Koizumi formed his organization. Wow. So he's a top dog. I'll be honest, whenever Koizumi goes on to his monologues, I kind of glaze over a little bit. So the details of him are a little... Yeah, I think Haruhi takes place in 2003 or ish, at the very least. She's making a facial expression. That's odd. Don't unload all your crazy.
He's gonna unload all his crazy.
You can clearly tell that that's not the Yuki. No!
Oh no.
Now, if I were in this situation, I'd say, what do you know about me? But her crush on him just overrides all the crazy, I guess. I will say, like, Haruhi, the series, the actual spin-off series where they stay in this, or like that is about this world, right? If I remember correctly, it's not the Kyon from the original room. It's just if this timeline was the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish it was the Kyon from the original world. Because I feel like the tension would be a little bit better.
Yeah, probably.
But I believe in the... We had a friend that actually did read... I didn't end up reading it, even though I even bought the DVDs of the spin-off anime, but I didn't even watch it, or ever, for some reason. I just lost track of everything. But we have a friend who did watch it and read it, and she was like, yeah, like, Kyon gets hit by a car? And I was like, what? And he, like, loses his memories? So weird. Or someone gets hit by a car.
I didn't know that much about it. I read, like, the first 2 chapters, and then forgot about it.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I literally own the DVDs.
You're freaking her out, Kyon.
Yeah. This is a weird thing to do.
Kyon is weirdly physical in this movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, stop grabbing people, dude.
We need to do an assessment of before disappearance. How much does he grab people? Yuki didn't seem to mind, though.
She kind of minded.
She kind of minded. She kind of minded.
She was sweating.
I mean...
Where's the floppy disk?
They do have floppy disks in the room. In the original anime, yeah. In the first season.
Yeah.
But even then it was antiquated, I think.
Yeah.
Because they have a really old computer.
Yeah, it's like the only computer in the high school type thing.
Well, they don't have a computer. Oh, they don't have a computer in the room because Haruhi got... Wait, why do they have a computer there? Oh, I think that's one of the things he says.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's a literature club, and she did it the normal way. That's why.
Yeah. Well, no, the computer is the key, remember? Well, okay, now we're just getting into spoilers. But, yeah, because he finally realizes, like, oh, yeah, the computer's not here originally because Haruhi got the computer, stole the computer, straight up. Or no, that was the good computer. Wait. Now I'm forgetting everything.
The in-universe explanation for why there's a computer in this room. So Yuki also did the, spoiler thing. But the in-universe explanation is that it's just this was an actual literature club, so they actually had an assignment.
Right. Oh yeah, he's talking about it. Yeah. Okay. I'm not crazy.
Yep. It was the one that the literature club used to use in this universe.
And then she has to move all her fan fiction out of the way, or whatever.
Oh.
Ah, you're so cute. Uh-oh.
She's just so happy for most of this movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Windows 95. Wow. That is nostalgic.
Kieran, you're such a creep.
Yeah, he is.
Having photos of your friend is not
well, it's
very
worse
pro-gamer
because
of
the
you.
photos are from like the first day he met her.
Yep.
Like he hid them, like, yeah.
Not ideal.
Where did she even hide them if he's just looking through all the files?
Maybe she just deleted them.
I found out yesterday, I had a very long conversation with someone about typing, because they're just really into keyboards, so they were doing some research about how people type. And I realized I type badly and like a crazy person, because I don't use my pinkies literally at all. My thumbs are exclusive for the space bar, and I just type completely wrong. And it explains why I can't get any faster.
Oh, interesting. I could type fairly fast. Not super duper fast, but like fairly, like not crazy.
We should do
like
a
normal.
typing race.
Oh, that would be fun. Type racer. But the thing is that being internet children, we learned to type way before we took typing classes. Before, like, I don't know about you, but my elementary school had like typing classes. But I already knew how to type fast enough before that I was easily able to complete everything without doing like the proper typing structure, like hand positions. And I didn't want to do the hand positions because it felt super unnatural, because I'd already been playing Neopets and lying about my birthday for years.
I don't know.
Signing up for everything.
I don't know if maybe my typing classes just started earlier than yours, or our typing games were just a lot harder, but
you just, I mean, sounds you said that you type slow, so we already don't have the same, we probably don't even have the same position that's not the correct position, because I use my pinkies.
Oh no, mine is, no one taught me to type the way I type. Yeah. That's for sure. But we actually, I mean, so we didn't have typing specific classes, but we had computer classes starting from like first grade. And we used to play these typing games, but I don't remember that the typing games were super focused on exactly how you're supposed to hold your hands. Maybe that's why. I was also not good at typing games, though. So
I had, in first grade, I had learning how to type as a part of computer classes also. We also had like math games and stuff a part of that, but it was all in French. So I learned how to do all the like accents and stuff in French. And then I spent a lot of time on the internet in general. And then it was around 4th or 5th grade that my computer classes were like, okay, now we're going to teach you how to properly type. And at that point, I had been typing for too long. I was like,
that seems weird that they would do that. Like, we're going to teach you how to type, and now we're going to really teach you how to type. That doesn't seem correct.
Probably because they were two different schools.
Oh, fair enough.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Kieran being like, I love ponytails, and then them cutting to his little sister who wears
Oh,
her hair.
you're right. Don't say
so
that.
Weird.
Don't say that. Hate that. Don't like it. Wouldn't put it past this show though to like have some sort of time skip version of his sister that she's older. I'm gonna stop thinking about this.
Oh, stop.
But also, I should note that my classes weren't typing classes. Typing was just a fairly small component of it. They were more computer literacy classes. So yeah.
We had general computer classes, and that is when I'm saying typing classes, I just mean it was the class where we had computer classes, and then one of the units was typing. So for like 3 classes in a row, we would do typing. That's what I mean by typing classes.
Yeah, that's more or less what we did too. We spent a lot of time just on like literally having paint open and drawing.
Same. Which is weird looking back on it. There's a special, like, it wasn't even MS Paint, it was something else that we used in my classes. And it was everyone's favorite part because we were just messing around.
Yep. We also used to play, well, we talked about that, but there was this game installed on all the computers that we all used to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which had nothing to do with anything. I don't know why they let us play the game so much, to be honest with you.
The dinosaur game?
Yeah, the dinosaur game.
Yeah. At one of my previous workplaces, I had a coworker, and for part of the day, we would just type race.
There was one day at my work where everyone stopped working to play this game. I could probably find it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's just a game where you try to draw a perfect circle and then it rates you. And eventually, one of my coworkers wrote a script to draw a perfect circle.
Oh, of course. That's so funny.
What is he doing? This is some Japanese metaphor that I don't understand. You know, it does. You know, I just thought of something that does kind of lend another piece of evidence that, like, Kyon is God. Kyon, his monologue right now is also part of it. Kyon makes a lot of really obscure literary references, at least in the books, and functionally, I know that that's because it's the author's self-insert, and the author is an author, so he reads a lot of books. But from the perspective of a reader, it could be that, oh, well, the reason they co-opted the literature club is because Kyon likes to read.
That makes sense.
Well, I mean, it is in universe that Kyon reads a lot because that's how he meets Yuki, is at the library. Pog. Kyon is God Pog.
Kyon is the entity.
Kyon is the one that decided Haruhi should get the powers. I mean, actually, that's why they actually said that. I forgot. They actually said that. That's actually in universe correct, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay. Because that's anyways. Okay. I mean, I'm coming around. Yeah, I'm actually coming around. By the way, it's super. It's just, now we're just getting into spoilers, but it's like super implied that Tsukuru. That's her name, right? No. What's her name? The green-haired girl we just saw.
Oh,
no.
green-haired? Oh, I don't know.
Whatever her name. Yeah, it's Sue something. Anyways, she it's heavily implied that she is the slider. As in she can go between space dimensions, I guess. I mean, because the ending of Surprise, not because the ending of this. Tsuruya, that's right, huh?
Does Yuki know who the entity is? I
In
haven't read the book.
in this timeline?
In the original timeline.
What do you mean? What do you mean the entity?
The one that you're talking about, that decide that.
Oh,
whatever.
Yes.
Ah.
But also, it's not like she holds. I think it's not like she holds like 100% of the information, anyways, because like she is essentially the ATM of a bank. So. I combined Tsuruya and Mikuru. I just realized Tsukuru.
That's why I was confused.
Is it implied she's a slider, or just that she's something? She has a talk with. It's implied she's a slider because when they go to the mountain, she's the one who owns it. Their family owns the land. That's the book where it's implied. And they go to that liminal space stuff.
This is really off topic, but I've been listening to the audiobook for Wheel of Time, and I'm about a third of the way through it. And then because there's an Amazon Prime show for it, I went to watch, and I was like, I'll read the book first because I've been wanting to read more books, and I also had to drive, so I listened to the audiobook. And so I'm only a third of the way through. The plot has not gone very far, and then I saw like on TikTok a scene from like the third episode of the show popped up, and it's so far ahead of where I am, and I'm just like, oh god, why should I even bother reading this book? It's going so freaking slow that the TV show 3 episodes in is literally years ahead of where I am in the book, almost halfway through.
Yep. I like when people adapt things and they improve it.
Yeah. A lot of fantasy authors have this issue, apparently, where they have problems like finishing books, as well as we all know with Game of Thrones. They have problems with being concise and with finishing books. So the Wheel of Time series, another fantasy author actually had to. It was only supposed to be 3 books. It ended up being 14 books.
Jeez.
And another fantasy author had to come in and help the original author finish it.
Wow.
Because they just weren't able to finish. They couldn't finish.
Also, Flamer, I can't answer you because I don't remember the details. Because again, I read, this was all many years ago that I read these. I just remember coming to that conclusion. I remember there being an implication. I remember there being an implication that a slider was behind them. That behind them, there's the weird things happening, and that the Tsuruya family owned it. So.
Not a good thing. She's not helping you break out. She's just making you the one who chooses. Because she loves you.
Cute. She's probably like, I want to go home. It's like so late. Yeah, poor disappeared Suki just wanted to date a boy who's having a mental breakdown. Yeah. Where are my mentally ill boys at? This poor girl. Ear blush. I have I just remembered because I don't see it every day because it's at my parents' house, but I have a disappearance disappearance Yuki figure of her in this jacket and scarf. And she's pretty much doing this exact pose.
Oh, wow.
Do I still have that? Maybe I sold it. Oh, yeah, maybe I sold it.
Aw.
I don't know. I haven't been to my parents' house in so long.
Oh, there's a figure of her changing the world. That's so cute. That's so cool.
Yes, I remember that one. That one was more expensive. The one that I got was a prize figure, I think. Which is, I mean, it's still good quality. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, I just remembered the pose the figure that I have is she's posed like she is in the poster where she's holding the scarf, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I'm getting all mixed up again. Would you like to come to my room? She's so forward.
She just means as friends. Ta-dum.
It bums me out that when she changed the world, she didn't think, like, she'd make it a little more homier in here. I guess she added that stuff, because that stuff wasn't even there before.
Yeah, she made it a little homier. But she is only a high school student. Can't afford that much.
I mean, assumedly she has a family in this timeline. Maybe not. Maybe she's an orphan. Oh, that's a bummer. I don't want to think about this anymore. It is a huge house. Huge house. Where's her bedroom?
Anyway, Kyon being God makes this movie even sadder to me. Because it's basically, in that case, Yuki just being like, I'm really tired. Can we please change the story?
Like praying, like, God,
Yeah,
please.
make the pain go away. I want to have emotions and a cute high school life.
And the movie ends with them, quote unquote, fixing the bug in her programming, meaning they take away her emotions again.
Oh, it's too sad.
Or at least that's the implication, kind of. I mean, I don't think that's what happens, but... Yeah, I'm sure in this timeline she has loving parents. I will continue to believe that.
Makes it even sadder when Kyon rips it all away.
It's not what happens. Whatever.
Oh.
Because that flashback was from the original timeline.
Mhm.
So I guess she adapted it.
I think she
Cute.
adapted it, but like she adapted it to what what she was feeling but couldn't express in the first one
Mm.
is what I like to believe, because it makes it even sadder.
What was her intention originally with inviting him over?
I think that's what she. It was very early. It was very, very early. It's like episode 1. So I think it was like just revealed to. I think it was when she revealed to him that she was an alien.
No, I
That was,
mean
that was the
right
first time.
now.
Oh, to hang out with her friends because she now thinks that he's her second friend in existence. She knew Asakura was bringing food, so she's like, "Oh, I'll share some with Kyon."
And then she suddenly invited me to her room. I'm not really sure why. You're coming up with that excuse on your own, Kyon.
Oh, uh, hmm, hmm. I think her intention in inviting him over is that at this point she wants to invite him to the literary club, but can't figure out a good way to, like, because she's so shy. So instead of just
Mm.
being like, "Want to join the literary club," she's like, "Wanna come over?"
So cute. Oh.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say the story I say every time when this scene happens is I went and saw this in theaters with my friend, not Ferrah, different friend. And this scene happened, and we both said "aw" out loud, and the whole theater laughed at us.
No, I think my earlier theory was right. I think she literally invited him over because she knew that Asakura was bringing food over, and she was like, "We can all share it together, friends. We can all, because I have a crush on you, and I want to spend time with you."
I mean, I have a crush on you, and I want to spend time with you is the reason. But I want to know what her, what she was telling herself. I guess I don't know,
Oh,
or what the
I need to thank him for the library card
yeah, maybe that's what I'm
with
gonna
food.
think. Wait, is this Hot Pot?
Mm-hmm.
He got Hot Pot at the end, anyways.
Are they having soda?
Yeah, is that so? I don't know. That's fair.
Yeah, she did. stab you.
The worst. I guess I can tell you about it when we get there. Remind me. I don't know. I'm gonna forget if I do. The worst part about this movie is at the end. It's like you go through this whole movie that's like Kyon x Yuki, like come on, let's go, right? Oh, so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, they have a couple really cute scenes with Haruhi, and I'm like, you bastards, you bastards! How dare you do this?
Yeah.
Playing with my heart.
It's the problem.
It's like we know they're the destined pairing. We know.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't mean we don't get to be
doesn't
sad
mean
about
that
it.
they're not I always forget Nagaru's not a bastard for writing a whole freaking book pairing him with Yuki. How dare he? How dare he?
The thing about the second girl and the second boy problem in so many like different shows is that because it's not written as purpose, unless it's like something where they set out to make a love triangle. But if they're not doing that and it's not written as purposefully in such a way, the second girl or second boy always ends up being best because
Yes.
it flows so much naturally. It's just where the writing ended up going based on their characters.
Yeah.
And that's why people ship them.
Yeah.
But
I
with
feel
the
exactly the
destined
same way.
Yeah. So with the destined or main person, it's like all the writing is very intentional, so it could never, most of the time, just doesn't flow as naturally. It's like this event exists to push them together.
I feel little to no chemistry between Mikuru and Kyon, by the way. Maybe
Yeah.
Mikuru, adult Mikuru and Kyon, which is illegal.
Yeah. And the only chemistry, like, yeah, there's no chemistry.
I mean, there's like, I guess you could say like.
It's just him being horny.
Yeah, I
which
was
is,
gonna
which is like negative chemistry.
Exactly.
But with Yuki, it was so, oh, we're both in this together kind of thing.
Yeah, overcoming strife.
Yeah.
Common interest. Ever heard of it?
Which is literally why this whole movie exists, is because she's like, oh, we both don't like this, and you don't like Koizumi, so we'll put Haruhi and Koizumi in a different school.
I hate Haruhi, you hate Koizumi, so we get them out of the way. Mikuru can stay because she's cute. Cat butt. Cat butt. She pulls those covers off without a care in the world for that cat.
Cats are pretty rolly.
I mean, yeah.
As are ferrets.
Oh, yeah.
Little
True.
furry noodles.
One day I want to, like... Well, when we do an off clap, I want to pet a ferret. They feel very wiggly. I want to have it... You know, like one of those... what's that, like, worm or whatever that like, slides around your arm, your hands, and you try to touch it? I don't know how to explain what I'm talking about.
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, I don't know how to explain what I'm talking about. I think I'm just thinking of worm on a string. But like when it's actually used for its intended purpose, which is like to do weird magic tricks, it's what a ferret looks like to me. What a strange conversation. Why is he so excited? Yeah, show me this part about the hydrochloric acid.
Yeah, I was wondering when they're gonna bring that up. Hey, Kyon, you were totally off your rocker and yelling at people.
And you kept going on about a girl I went to middle school with? Weird. That's weird. How do you even know about her? That's a weird thing to do. Snap out of it, Kyon. Come on.
You think Kyon would have remembered that they went to middle school together?
Yeah, you would think that. Gonzo girl. Huh. So, sorry, I'm just looking at chat, and I have no idea why YouTube filter decided that shit could get through. I'm not gonna block it, but it's just really funny to me.
I actually remember when people were talking about that. It was an intentional update.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane. They should
decided
at
that
least
shit
let
was
me
okay.
change it myself like Twitch does.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense to me. The music in this part is so good. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure that isn't just the entire OST of this movie just actual classical music. Because I mean, the theme song of the movie is Clair de Lune.
I have no idea. They spent so much on animation. They had to use copyright free music for the
True. But they still have like the Tokyo Philharmonic play it though.
Oh wow.
Maybe they just bought the rights for the Tokyo Philharmonic's performances of these songs. That actually would make a lot of sense. But they did do like a Disappearance concert, I think, at one point. But now every time I hear Clair de Lune, which is a very popular classical music song, I'm like, Disappearance. I hear it all the time.
My gosh. That was the first song I learned how to play on the flute.
Oh. Yeah, Yuki's V8 sang it. I mean, they're all singers. All these famous voice actors are all singers.
Go, Kyon, go!
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I can still hear the movie. Don't worry about it. I'll be right back.
Okay. Not like she's ever not seen it before. It'll just be us. So another hour, so he's just gonna be a creep. Don't force your way in, Kyon. That's insane. It's just an hour. It's not that big a deal. Go to a coffee shop nearby. Chill out. Here we go. It's the moment. The slow-mo. Oh, you look so sad. There she is.
It's the girl.
The one that disappeared.
Supposedly. And that bastard. Ugh. He's gonna hit his leg again. I mean, yes, you were always such a coward.
Yeah, if anything, you've been acting very out of character the past couple days.
I remember watching this for the first time, and it was so cathartic to hear him say that he was John Smith. I love big reveals. I like that her, like, yeah, she gets mad at, she's like kind of annoyed at him calling her first name, and then gets really mad at her calling her last name, because like, how do you know my first and last name? I would be more concerned if someone knew my first name in Japan than if they knew my last name. It's not like he just guessed that her name is Haruhi.
I guess maybe maybe Koizumi called her Haruhi when they were walking.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably. Kyon escaping from the authorities. Star Festival? What a strange translation. I've never heard it actually translated.
Me neither.
Everyone is staring at this crazy guy. She's so pale. Cause I'm John Smith. I feel like her reaction is surprising.
She's so
as well.
disappointed. Yeah.
Does she seem disappointed to you? To me, she seems like shocked, but like I don't know why she's so shocked.
To me, it seems like someone who built someone up really big in their mind, and
Oh,
then sees them as like just a guy.
True. That's a fair assessment, I feel like.
Especially for Haruhi. That would be really shocking for Haruhi. Just want to snip her hair.
It's too long.
She does look better with shorter hair because
Yeah.
she's so small.
Yeah.
I think I was showing this show to my friend, and she brought a very enlightening point of view of Koizumi to me, because Kyon would say stuff in the first season, and then Koizumi would basically just say it back in different words.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Thank God for Koizumi, because I would not be able to understand this without him."
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, that's why he exists. That's why he talks so freaking much."
I know, but I hate it.
Yeah.
Hate Koizumi. Hate that guy. I think, you know what? I think on a more fundamental level, the reason I hate him is because he could tell Kyon the answers. He's the only one who has the power to, and he almost out of malice does not.
I think it is out of malice. I think he does kind of say something along the lines of, "Why wasn't it me?"
Well, he does say that in this movie, but in the original timeline, he does say something along the lines of like, "You bother me."
Yeah. I'm hot and cool and an Esper. Why is it you?
It's
I'm not
dummy
gonna tell you
rich.
shit, Kyon.
This is the Haruhi I remember. Koizumi loves a diagram. Ooh, my computer's gonna run out of battery.
Neither diagram.
Better grab some ibuprofen. This coffee shop is so brown.
It is. It's Italian.
What?
It's Italian.
Do the Italians have brown coffee shops?
I don't know, but this is an Italian. It might. They might have just stopped at the nearest Italian restaurant. But you can see on the menu.
Oh!
There's also behind Haruhi. There's another one that just has the Italian flag.
I think it's a diner.
An Italian diner.
Yeah. I had assumed it was a coffee shop this whole time, all these years. Didn't Says I love how urgently he gets out of the way. Didn't Sasaki give him the nickname Kyon?
I don't remember.
I'm not asking you.
Oh well, would you look at that?
I'm asking the only person in chat who would know the answer to that question.
The only person in chat who
He
knows
did
the
not.
answer said
She did
no.
not. She just referred to it, I guess. Or maybe I'm remembering the fact that she refers to his real name, and it's the only hint we have about his real name, because Kyon is not his name, and I always forget that.
There are so many mysteries.
I'm sure Koizumi's like, shut the hell up.
I was gonna say it was his sister. I should have just spoken up. I should have just said so.
I should have just
right.
guessed.
Well, it wasn't a guess. I thought it was correct. But then I felt like, no, if that was the answer, Lua would have known.
I don't remember anything. That's
yeah,
from
I
the
know.
books.
That was my first mistake.
I like how Kyon's like, oh man, I'm always getting myself stuck in crazy hijinks, expecting sympathy from Koizumi, and he's like, I hate you. I'm gonna push you in front of this train. All she said was that his name was uncharacteristically like, what's the word she used? It starts with an M. I can't remember it. I don't want to say majestic. That's not right. But something along those lines. I'm for some reason in this watch significantly more conscious. Maybe it's because we've just been talking about Koizumi so much, but of like Koizumi's perspective. I'm watching, this is the Koizumi lens watch through for me. Kante.
Is royal and imposing.
That's that's definitely not the translation that I remember. Maybe
Probably.
majestic is the translation I'm remembering.
Yeah.
Who knows what translation that wiki's taken from, though.
But that is the vibe.
That's the
Majestic
vibe.
was the vibe.
Yeah, I was not incorrect. I like how she couldn't use, like, his jacket or like the clothes that they were just had on to hide the bags.
Because she really does do whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, she's like, well, I already wrapped it around the bag, so this is what we're gonna go with.
Yeah, she's like, this is what I wanted, so don't care if there's a different way.
So many masks. It's like 2021.
Doesn't matter what universe Haruhi wants to harass.
Yes.
Mikuru.
Harass is the right word. Okay, let's go harass her. Koizumi is so cold and uncomfortable. I am showing so much of my legs right now.
God, poor Mikuru.
I'd like to imagine that, like, his Kyon's classmates see him running around with this girl loudly declaring that her name is Haruhi Suzumiya and being like, oh, there was a girl named Haruhi Suzumiya, I guess. I also appreciate Koizumi having a horrible time. One of the shining qualities of this movie. Please punish Koizumi more, thank you. Please and thanks. Damari nasai.
Literally no one else is enjoying this, Kyon.
Literally everyone else is terrified, and he's like, good times, good times.
Asahina is scared, Yuki is scared and uncomfortable, Koizumi's uncomfortable.
Koizumi's physically uncomfortable. Interesting that she, like, recoiled at him even trying to be close to her, but she fully let Kyon get all up in her business.
Because she likes...
I know. Mikuru's like, I have no idea who you people are or what is happening. I was assaulted by this man not 2 days ago. I am very scared.
He cleared the first condition.
Woohoo! He's gathered all the keys. Now, let's see if the fact that we're watching a soft sub, or is it called, I can't remember the difference. I always flip soft and hard sub, but the fucking, or sorry, I don't know why I said that. The Amazon version, has them baked in, has the subtitles baked in, and the only reason that might be a good thing is because they often don't translate the text on the screen at this point, which makes it very confusing. Oh.
Ah, so these are hard.
Okay, that's what I thought. Or I get them mixed up because in my brain, soft subs would be soft because the anti-aliasing of them being baked in. But okay, they did translate it.
Yeah. Oh.
They sure are.
It's such a dissonance knowing Yuki's intentions and seeing Kyon be so excited about it.
Yeah. I mean,
Because he's all like, everything's going back to normal. Haruhi did this all by herself. We're all gonna go back to the way things were. And Yuki's just like, if you want to ruin my happiness, this is the way you can do it.
you can hypothetically translate the text in either hard and soft stuff, but many, it depends on the video embed, of course, and many of them don't support it, or at least the people who upload the content don't want to figure out how to do proper soft subs for text and stuff, so they just don't. Yeah.
Do they do it in the Blu-ray?
I actually no, I don't think they do, which is insane.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be the one, because like streaming, okay, I get it, they have such a high volume of things or whatever, but the Blu-ray, I feel like you should, as like a benefit.
They can, Flamer, but they rarely are. They can, but they rarely are. Crunchyroll finally. Actually, I remember when Crunchyroll figured out their text, their subtitling system properly, because they used to not be able to do text and stuff. Or maybe I'm getting the DVD and the DVD rip that I have mixed up as far as being able to read the text. Remember, the one that I watch most often, there's no text subtitles in any subtitle track, which is weird. Don't make her cry.
Oh. But you know he will.
No, no, no! Honestly, top 10 saddest moments in anime, legitimately. Ugh. Oh.
I feel like at this point they want us to cheer, but it just makes me sad.
Same. And then she has to watch him fall and crack his head open. A really an experience I can relate to, honestly. Falling and cracking your head open. I've done it a number of times. It's hot. It's too hot. Shouldn't his phone automatically update with the time and date as soon as he opens it?
That's a good question. That's what I was wondering.
Maybe it's too old.
That's also what I was wondering.
Surely you can't read it with your face that close to it.
It's not an internal monologue anymore, Kyon. You're just talking out loud now. Everyone thinks you're insane.
One time, I was driving across the country, and I happened to be passing Ferrah, and we called her, me and my mom, we called her, and we're like, oh, we can like hang out, like we'll be there at like noon or whatever. and she was like, okay. It was like morning, and we get there, and we're like, where are you? And she's like, it's not noon. What are you talking about? Because we were checking our car clock, which of course doesn't change as you pass time zones. This triumphant music, and he's just like running around in a park. So goofy. She was hiding in the bushes with those high heels. Can you imagine? Full-grown adult hiding in the bushes in a park late at night. It's weird.
Oh, watching two high schoolers?
Yeah! I mean, it looks cool, but when she comes out, but I'm a time traveler. I already know what you're about to say. Chisai Asahina-san is quite the mouthful. In the books, at least in the translation, he says, Asahina big, Asahina small. I don't... Yeah. I was gonna say, maybe he says Chan and San, but he definitely doesn't. He always calls her Asahina-san. Can't tell you any details. I do like that as time goes on, for Kyon at least, like, everyone else is like, we can tell you more stuff now. We're just, like, allowed to. I don't know why it worked like that, but as time goes, they're just like, yeah, we'll just tell you more stuff. And then Koizumi becomes even less relevant. He doesn't even hold that power over Kyon. Get out of here, Koizumi.
Maybe they will get rid of Koizumi.
No, they'll never do that. I would like a heel turn and he like turns into a villain though. He defects to the other side or something. Or just, I don't know, against Kyon maybe. Hello.
Hi.
December the 18th. What a recognizable date. We're just really focused on all this time talk.
We're just getting to the climax of my getting sucked in.
Yeah. I'm glad they're happy memories for her. I'll be really honest.
Yeah. I'll be honest, if this was written by a woman, they wouldn't be.
Yeah. Especially because she was like, it's like she's being hired to do that, essentially.
Stranger danger.
I mean, is she a stranger?
I guess not. Well, I guess I don't know. In a way, the adult Asahina is strange to him.
Well, I mean, it gets really complicated when it comes to time, doesn't it? Because I'm sure she spent quite a bit more time with him than he has with her.
That's true.
Don't be seen. Don't be seen. Who are her parents? They just let her roam around in the middle of the night.
Maybe she snuck out. Maybe they're sound asleep, thinking they have a good daughter who gets good grades.
Probably.
Like she would never.
Miss Asahina, please button up your shirt. You're killing me. I know it's unbuttoned for a reason, but it doesn't still need to be unbuttoned. With how omnipotent the entity that Nagato is a part of is, I feel like, does she even need verbal communication? Sometimes I feel like, I guess so, but surely he doesn't need to explain all that stuff to her.
I have no idea. Because they see, the thing about Haruhi is it really leads in with all these omnipotent characters, and then it has to find a way to bring them down a level.
Yeah.
They'll be so happy about it.
Yeah.
Down.
Chill out, man.
Oh, thank God, it's the Yuki that can't express herself physically, ever. Even if she
Aw.
wanted to. I'm so happy.
I think this is the first time we actually see somewhat direct interaction between two factions. And I remember it being very interesting. I was like, I didn't realize they would have this kind of relationship between each other.
Claimer, you very much have the opinion that, like, the ones in the alternate universe are, like, unfamiliar in a way, are like, they're not the same people, but to me they are the same people.
I mean, technically they're exactly the same people.
Yeah. They're like, it's not like they're copies. Because he also, towards the end, he acknowledges that, like, oh, that was the real Yuki. But I just don't want that life.
I don't know if he says that. He just says that's the Yuki that Yuki wishes she could be. Or okay, I mean we're about to watch it again, but I think he says that, like, that's the Yuki that Yuki thinks that I want.
Well, we'll see. We're definitely getting near that part. That's like this. That's like at the end.
Yeah.
Like, speech he gives to her.
Oh, here's that T drawing that I remember so clearly. I thought that Quasar was gonna be the one to do that, but I'm like, that doesn't seem right. Here it is. This part's awesome. You hardly ever actually see anyone do sci-fi stuff. It's part of one of the really unique things about this as a series, that, like, it is a sci-fi series, but very few sci-fi events actually happen on the page.
It's surreal.
Yeah. Instead, I'm gonna give you a gun! What's that you have? A gun! No! A needle gun.
Kyo's so lame.
I know, I was literally about to say he does an action pose. Why?
God, Kyo, stop. You're embarrassing me.
Secondhand embarrassment. He is the main character of an anime, but sometimes it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is much like how we haven't seen much sci-fi stuff on paper. You don't see much Kyon being like a action sci-fi hero either, so that definitely feels like him playing out like
A fantasy.
I'm gonna save us.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Kyo's really tan. Maybe they're just really pale.
They're just really pale.
Yeah.
Because paleness is associated with femininity.
Mm. She gives him weird bite.
They have had their memories rewritten, but it's also like 7 months of memories. Oh my gosh. This is such a weird part.
Yeah.
It feels very unnecessary.
Ugh. You couldn't have just poked him like like you did with Mikuru? No, that's the way she wanted to do it.
What you thinking about, Kyon?
That, probably. His weird vampire alien bite marks going away. Materu. Now, I just had a thought that I'm too lazy to iterate.
That's fair.
So many words. Cause like, I'm just gonna try. Okay. Essentially, in this moment, Yuki doesn't have any of the feelings or history that Kyon has with Yuki, right? So the perspective that we're seeing in this moment that is weirdly like connective is Kyon's perspective, not Yuki's perspective. So those are Kyon's feelings of longing in that scene, not Yuki's. Which just makes me more upset.
Yeah. It is closer to 3 years, but the part that affects the way in which Kyon knows them is more like 7 months.
She probably did.
And the only one that really changed is Yuki.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Here we go. I was gonna look at the clock and I was hoping it would be like 4:15 or something.
I wonder if they use so much classical music, if it is it supposed to be like
I feel like it's a
an
highbrow thing.
allegory to music kind of thing. Like we're all in this symphony of life.
I don't know about that. I think it's
Well-
just a highbrow thing. For all I know, it's more common in Japanese movies to just use classical music than it is in Western movies.
I'm glad it's not common in our movies. I like movie soundtracks. They're good.
How often do you listen to like orchestral movie soundtracks, though? I feel like there's only a few that people only ever listen to.
I cannot speak for people, but you are asking someone who was just listening to them for an hour before we started the stream.
What movie?
I was listening to Batman. Batman Begins and The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. And I think something else, but I actually can't remember which one it was.
Cute face.
Have to check.
Here it comes, baby. Oh yeah, here it comes, baby. I have these 4 images we're about to see as backgrounds on my computer. You can overlay all of them on top of each other. It looks really cool.
It's feelings.
Now, Kyon is projecting. Like, he doesn't know this for a fact.
That's true. He even says just now. Well, even if she never thought that.
God, remember like little digital cameras? My family never really had digital cameras. I think maybe we had one, but we only just used a ton of disposable cameras. I haven't heard this in Japanese in a long time. He does just make a sudden pivot there from talking about Yuki and her feelings to his feelings and what he wants.
Because he's selfish. Because he makes the choice based on what he wants.
True.
Well, we're about to see it, but I really don't think he picks it because he knows it. I do think he says that he's like, this is way more fun, though.
He says...
Well, we're about to see it.
Yeah, he does say that. But I don't think it's in reference to Yuki's thought processes.
No, not Yuki. I mean, the reason why he...
Oh, yeah,
chooses
no,
to
that
get
is
rid of
literally
them.
the reason.
Yeah, I don't think it's not because he's like, oh, these people are so unfamiliar to me. He's definitely like, yeah, did you think that a normal school was fun? He's literally like, but the other way was so much more fun.
Yeah, that is literally the reason. I mean, in no uncertain terms. Because ultimately, in the presence of the full story, this is the turn where Kyon stops being such a mensch about about you know, all the crazy stuff that happens around him.
Yeah, I guess one could say theoretically this was never Nagato's thought process in the first place, and she never really had any feelings. She was just doing what Kyon wanted, or maybe that
Took
she
me
liked
so long to
Kyon.
realize that, oh yeah, it's them made out of snow. Like, it's them made out of Yuki. Like, Yuki made those versions.
Oh my god.
You're welcome. I don't know why I like this part where he's just like slamming his own head into the desk, but it's my favorite part. It does, this framing really does make it seem like he's going against Yuki's wishes, doesn't it, though? I like how he's still not wearing shoes.
Because he is going against what he thinks Yuki's wishes are. Like,
That's fair.
Yeah, he thinks Yuki's tired and that she doesn't want to do this anymore. And he's being like, I get it, I understand, but I am having a lot of fun. And I like Haruhi, and I like you too, but I like Haruhi more.
I care about you, but I like Haruhi.
Yeah. He likes the Haruhi that is God more. Even though he likes the Yuki that has a lot of expression.
It does have a weird implication, though, that he likes Haruhi because she's God?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not the case, but...
No. You really like the you she used to be? Yeah. That makes it even worse. He's like, this is the her she wants to be. But I like you expressionless and doing whatever I want.
Shoot her with the gun already. He has no idea the horrible things that are to come.
The way
I like how they just say normal girls if it's the worst thing that could happen. Yeah, we were about to say the same thing.
Like a slur.
She's a muggle. Just get her. At least aim for the leg. God, gosh darn it. Whoop!
Aye! Here she comes. What a scene.
Seriously. It is interesting though that even when she remade the world, she's like, I'm still gonna make Asakura like insane and
Yeah. Well, she just repurposed Asakura's like single-mindedness instead of protecting Haruhi from knowing she's God or whatever happened in the first episode. She made it so that Asakura protects this world.
In that episode, she was trying to instigate Haruhi into doing something interesting, essentially.
Ah.
Oh, the blood splatter.
This part was runner-up for being the scene that I skipped.
Oh,
right
yeah.
here. But
that would be good.
There wasn't enough you, though. Like, the you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Time for a second skip.
Yeah. Seriously.
Oh, this part. Ooh. Savor that sensation.
Oh
wow. Wow. Oh, that is just... I'm shocked that they got away with this.
Yeah, this is a big seizure waiting to happen.
I'm sure it wasn't like that in the original. I don't know. Like, in what version did they release it like that? Because that's absolutely seizure-inducing. What I don't understand is, of course, the implication. Of course, they have gone back in time and fixed this, right? How did they? What? Oh, because Yuki wasn't. Okay, never mind. I fixed it in my head. Oh, she looks so warm, all bundled up. That's a lot of blood. That's a lot of blood. That's so much blood.
Mm-hmm.
I like how there's no time-space rules about, like, seeing yourself or interacting with yourself. I would have thought there were, but... It's kind of a free-for-all. The only rule is you have to remember what you said and then do it again.
It sounds like a pain in the butt.
It really does. It really does.
I would never time travel.
Honestly. I wouldn't trust myself to be able to do the right thing. It's my boyfriend. I mean, wouldn't you do that? What? If you woke up in the hospital, wouldn't you want to be like, what's happening? Let's go. Who? What?
Yeah. Why? Where am I? What time is it?
Yeah.
Is the world back to normal? What's going on?
That's so long.
That room is falling apart.
Is it?
Yeah. In the out when it shows the whole room, there's a lot of chipping paint.
In the wide.
Yeah, the wide view.
See, it's funny that you were like, I think Koizumi or Kyon likes Koizumi when he's literally like, dude, just tell me what happened. Like, shut up and tell me what happened. I mean, there are a lot of BL Dojin of them together, but
Oh, absolutely, because they're the two closest males.
They're the
Look,
two
BL
only
Dojin,
males.
well, no, there's
Almost.
Taniguchi.
Taniguchi exists.
Yeah.
And Kunikina
And the little
exists.
one. Yeah. But they're the two closest males. And it doesn't matter what kind of interactions they have
True.
for the dojins. It's all that matters is that they have interactions frequently. The only one that doesn't follow that rule is for whatever reason. Do you know what the number one Naruto pairing is?
What?
In all sexualities that there's Naruto. The number one Naruto pairing, like, that people would voted on back in like 2009 to 2011, I don't remember the exact dates. It was freaking Kakashi and Iruka.
Iruka.
Yes.
Huh. I knew Kakashi was gonna be in there though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't say like Kakashi and one of the children, right?
You really think that? Do you really think that would have been the boundary?
I guess it wasn't for enough people.
I don't think that's why.
But okay, but this was before like the Naruto Sasuke fight in the ditch, right?
Oh, this is forever.
Oh, so this is 2009.
It's always been about Sasunaru. Sasunaru was number 2.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about, even when it went, I mean, it just had such a big lead. It's one of those things that it like builds on itself. So once there's enough people who read doja, people who ship, read what's available to them.
Yeah,
so
and then
like a headcanon is formed.
Yeah,
so it never stopped being that way.
Gotcha.
And I mean, Sasunaru, they kissed in episode 3.
They do.
So,
they do that.
Yeah.
They sure do.
So people just, I guess, like Kakashi so much.
I mean, honestly, fair.
And I don't think it was because they couldn't ship them with one of the kids. I think it's because Sasunaru was such a big space.
It's taken up.
Yeah, to take one of them out of that wouldn't have become big enough.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So then it became Kakashi Iruka, because I think it's also like Naruto's 2 dads.
Yeah, you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. That's fluffy. What are you making me do, Koizumi? I would like to see Haruhi arguing with the nurses and stuff, being like, I'm going to sleep here.
Yeah. I don't dislike Kyon Haruhi.
I don't dislike it either. I used to kind of dislike it. I disliked it less after book 10 or 11 or whatever it was.
I never disliked it. I didn't even really. I didn't ship him with Yuki until this movie.
I shipped him with Yuki before this movie, and then this happened, and I was like, "Oh my god, all my dreams have come true."
When I was watching this with my friend, the same one who talked about Koizumi, she was like, "At this point, why are you touching her lips?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop being weird, Keon. Stop being weird, Keon.
I mean, Haruhi crosses so much worse boundaries.
That's true. That is true.
But like I said, so this was the scene I was referring to when I was like, they spend this whole movie shipping Kyon and Yuki, and then they do this very cute Kyon and Haruhi scene, and I'm like, how dare you?
For me, it just was. For me, yeah. I mean, I get the how dare you. I never really thought too much about it because I thought it was just like cementing the fact that he picked Haruhi.
It is. It is. It just feels like he's there.
Yeah.
He's intentionally pulling me on an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah. Because it's also like, theoretically, if there were more anime episodes, it would then continue to be Haruhi focused and would be even more jarring if they didn't have this scene at the end of this movie.
I mean, this is in the books too, but
Ah,
this the whole movie is exactly how it plays out in the book.
there's Mikuru. I'm gonna be honest, I think Mikuru is my least favorite character.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of her passiveness?
Yeah, it's like she doesn't even really need to be there, I guess. She's just like fan service, and I just like, okay. I mean, I'm not particularly fond of Koizumi either. He's exposition and Mikuru's fan service. And
Little
you could get
Asahina is definitely true. That's true.
Yeah. Adult Asahina, yeah, you kind of need her for the plot, but yeah.
I believe there is talk of that though. Like
Talk of what?
Like I can't remember if it was Asahina herself who was saying it or Kyon was saying it in his head about like you know, Asahina, her struggle with her usefulness. But honestly, it's not like a quote unquote usefulness. Like honestly, like none of these characters do anything until something crazy happens. And then they don't do anything still. They just talk about it and then it ends. Except for a couple, like one person will do one major thing and then it's over.
Mm-hmm.
And in that respect, Koizumi's done the least. He didn't even close that closed space that Kyon got stuck in. Kyon did!
That's true.
Oh, here's one of the cutest scenes.
Yeah. Which makes, honestly, the Haruhi fan service even weirder. Maybe that's all it was. Maybe that's all it is, like a crumb to people who like Haruhi's like, get that this was very Yuki heavy, here's your Haruhi moment.
I mean, it is still called The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, even though she's not in most of the movie, so.
Well, she did disappear. It is the disappearance.
It's always going to be about Haruhi. Haruhi will always be the focus. The beginning and the end. So he's practicing his lines.
Gosh, you think he would just choose not to say anything?
I know, he can't shut up though. Ever. Ugh, I don't have any tissues. Whatever, movie's almost over. I like that solely with that line. She's like, responsibility lies with me, and he's like, yeah, it does.
Is it really that hot in Japan in April?
In April, it should be cold. What are you talking about?
That's when they went back in time, though, to April.
No, they went to July.
Oh.
Tanabata's in July.
Oh, that's right. I remember. It was cold because he gave her his jacket. I'd make an awful time traveler. When did I leave this? December 6th, 1989? No, it was December 9th, 1969.
It's much better just... This only makes sense...
In Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, he's calling me by my first name. You should just ask, hey, can you just call me Yuki? Thank you. I would appreciate it. That'd be cute. He only calls Haruhi by her first name. Why does he call Haruhi by her first name?
He says it in the first episode. Or something. I think she said something along the lines of, if you call me Suzumi, I'll hit you. He's like, Haruhi.
Yeah, tell him, Kyon.
Yeah.
He gets down so low. It's weird.
Yeah.
What are all their heights, I wonder?
She's probably like 5'2", 5'1", and Kyon is like 5'7".
On the subject of Kyon touching people, he's touching you. He's holding Yuki's hands right now.
True.
This will now be a lens of which I view every Haruhi piece of media. He says all this internally. Time is just passing silently.
Friend zoned.
Ah, so painful. Itai! Nagato's 5 feet. Seems about right.
I think that's what I said. 5'2", 5 feet.
My Kyon's height?
5'2", 5'1". Ooh, I got Kyon's height right on because every male anime protagonist is.
I'm exactly Kyon's height.
You are.
170 centimeters.
Now he's just blaming the data mine thing.
Grab your hands again. Kyon, please. Chill.
Like,
Daddy, chill.
If he gave
5'10"? Wow, Koizmi's taller than I thought he is.
Because he's the hot one.
I mean, I know, but... transmitting. That part always makes me laugh because he does this whole passionate speech, and then she's like, "Okay, I'll email it to them."
Do you remember Dragon Ball Abridged?
Of course.
That what you just described seems like what a Haruhi Abridged would be like.
Yeah.
Super passionate speech. Okay, I'll send a text.
How many emojis should I use?
They responded back with K.
They left me on red. Kyone's gonna kill that cat by rolling on top of it.
I know.
Christmas Eve.
Wahoo!
Oh, woohoo! Oh my god, Kyone, please pay attention. So this is an original song, because this is the Haruhi theme in general. But they redid it for the movie to make it more orchestral.
You're more like the active destroyer in a way, and then you're just writing what you've done. Because if he had stayed in the other world, there also would have been. I mean, Haruhi wouldn't be God, so he wouldn't be actively trying to keep her from destroying the world.
So cute. Kyun's a likable guy.
Yeah. When he's not yelling at people.
When he's not grabbing them and yelling at them about them being aliens. When he looks right at the camera and talks to us in his head, it freaks me out. Very cats. I like how we went to very different places.
What did you say? I couldn't even hear you.
I said very cats.
Oh my god. Hey, it's the end. That's why I didn't remember him having hot pot, because they don't show it.
Mm-hmm. They sure don't.
Well, we did it.
We did it.
Whoa, what was that?
Oh my god.
What was that?
I have a theory, but we'll talk about it later. That was weird, though.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, good watch, everyone. We finished the whole movie.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
We did it.
you're just vibrating. I forgot there was pop. You were sitting on popcorn the whole time.
Was I?
Yeah. I'll put it away. But yeah, one of my literally my favorite anime movie, and Haruhi is my second favorite anime of all time. So there's a tiny post-credit scene.
Oh, is there?
There is? I guess we'll wait.
Oh, I already left the watch party.
Oh, I certainly didn't. I'll explain it to you, I guess.
Tell me how it is.
I think the credits are really long, though. I don't know if I've ever seen this post-credit scene. Isn't it so nice that you can turn your head now?
It is nice, and I'm also watching the stream and seeing what happens when I mess when I mess with things. This will make me look great. All right.
Yeah, it's Bakudo and then Haruhi. I don't have a third or fourth or fifth or sixth, etc. favorite anime. It's just Bakudo and Haruhi.
I went on a long rant to Lua once about what my favorite animes are, and then I finished and I was like, yes, I think that's third and fourth. And Lua, it's like, I haven't been here this whole time.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, what? How much did you hear? And she goes, oh, I just heard third and fourth.
That was actually it was the other day. It was just the other day. We were talking about anime. We were talking about like Bleach and stuff. And she starts talking about like Gintama and whatever, and she starts talking, and she stops for a second, and I'm like, I need to switch computers. I'll be right back. And she keeps talking, and then I switch computers, and then it takes me like 2 minutes or so to switch computers, and I come back, and she's still talking, and I was like, were you talking that whole time? So it wasn't my fault. I told her, but she didn't hear me.
Okay.
It was just funny that you just talked that long for nonstop. There's a lot of English names in there that I didn't expect in the credits. I don't know what they were for, but anyways, huh?
I was really examining what my favorite anime is.
Mm-hmm. I would have loved to hear it, but I didn't.
I decided to rate it on how often I'd rewatch them.
Yes, which I have the exact same rating system. My rating system is both how many times I'm willing to rewatch it and also how many negative thoughts I have about it. It's not necessarily like how positively I think, like, you know.
Oh, interesting.
I have the same thing with music too. Like any like subjective media, it's more just like how many negative thoughts do I have about it? And if it's 0 or close to 0, then it's probably one of my favorites.
See, I don't have very many negative thoughts about most anime in general.
Well, my problem is I don't remember my positive feelings very well at all, but I remember my negative feelings. So that's why I rate it like that.
I am the opposite, but I also have so many positive feelings for all anime, so I can't really it's like it reaches the ceiling and then it's indiscernible from each other, which is why I just ended up going
all
for
fans in English.
So I was like, which one do I rewatch the most? Which ones do I rewatch the most? And the answer was Code Geass.
Shut up, sorry.
Is it the scene?
Yeah, it's the scene. Oh, I feel like, yeah, I have seen this once. It's just Yuki at the library.
Oh, I think I've seen it too.
Okay, we're done.
Nice. Yeah, so the answer is Code Geass. I rewatch a lot. Gintama. I rewatch a lot. And Bleach.
Why is Bleach trending? Oh, they put out a new trailer for the new Bleach anime, right?
Oh, there's a new Bleach.
You didn't know that? They're gonna adopt the Nazi stuff, which is a choice.
Oh. Huh. I was hoping instead it was a reboot where they fix some of the escalation issues.
Nope.
But that's okay too.
Is it? Is it okay? It's a weird choice to me. I'll be honest. It's a really strange choice. Wow, the animation is wacky. It's really good.
Well, I mean, of the 3 pillars, in quotes, Naruto already has Boruto going on, and One
True.
Piece is literally still going. So the only one
True.
left is Bleach.
True. Final
1000-year
arc.
Blood War.
At least I'm assuming this is the Nazi stuff. I might be completely wrong.
I honestly don't even remember the Nazi stuff. I don't even think I read it.
You didn't read it. Okay, so they do Bleach, okay? Like the whole plot of Bleach, right? Then there's a small arc, which they did adapt in the anime, where it's like these people where if your mother was killed by a hollow, then you have special powers. And so Ichigo gets more special powers.
I read that part.
You read that part. Then, turns out Quincy's are Nazis, and they were all trapped in this dimension getting stronger, and now they're going to come back and take over the world because Quincy's are the superior race.
See, the problem is that after it was
It doesn't look from the trailer like that's the thing they're doing, though, so I have questions. What are they adapting? What is this? Is this after the Quincy War?
I'm reading it. I'm
Okay.
assuming it is the Quincy War because it's called 1000-year War.
I guess, but I didn't see any of the Quincy's.
Wait, this article is really badly written. The anime finishing up. Blah blah blah. This left the anime without the proper conclusion for many years. Although the arc is hotly debated among fans for being the best or the worst, fans wanted to get the ending it deserved. Now it's finally on the horizon. All it says is that there's an uptick in hollows descending upon the world of the living, and the Soul Reaper's home comes under attack. Let me find a better article.
Yeah, that certainly doesn't explain anything.
I'm just gonna look up 1000-year Blood War arc summary. Spoiler, by the way, for anyone. No, yeah, it's the Quincy thing.
Okay.
You might just not remember it very well.
Well, I didn't read very much of it.
Fair enough.
I was like, you know what? I don't want to read this, actually. I'm good. Also, it's going to focus really heavily on that Quincy dude. And I was like, don't care. Don't care. So, thanks everyone for coming. This was a great stream, and of course, I love watching my favorite anime movie. And I will be doing at least one Bakuna Watchalong collab a few weeks from now. So, what a wondrous time. Yeah. Do you have anything to say, Ferrah?
All right.
Oh, you got affiliate. You got a Ferriet.
Oh yeah, I got a Ferriet.
So you can now subscribe
I'm now an official Ferriet.
To I almost said Flula. I combined our names.
That's pretty funny. You can subscribe to me on Twitch, but I would wait because I don't have the emotes up and stuff yet. And
sure,
also, I'm not going to stream. So the holidays start early for me, so I'm gonna be away from my entire streaming setup for like 2 weeks.
Everyone's gonna forget about you.
Wait till January. We'll have a little affiliate party.
Oh, that'll be fun. New Year's affiliate party
where we drink and I debut the emote. Yeah, and then you can subscribe.
Yeah,
if you want to.
I will be streaming.
That's also chill. Yeah, Lua will be streaming.
I will be streaming. I don't think I'm stopping. Yeah. I mean, not anytime soon. I have a small break. Very very small break coming up, but that's it. Except for the day that on Christmas Eve I'll be driving. That's it. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, Play Mercedes already subbed.
Oh, thank you for the sub. I will. Maybe you know what? If you do sub beforehand, we'll do something special at the affiliate party. If you
Where's
sub
my
before the
coattail cut?
Party. Your coattail cut? your koto cuts mean not killing you in your sleep and
Mm,
taking over your channel because
mm,
I can earn my own revenue
mm,
now.
mm, mm. I don't make any revenue. I make negative many hundreds of dollars on my YouTube channel.
Well, if we're being fair and true, then I'm in the red.
Huh?
I'm in the red. I am making negative dollars.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But that is
Flamer
it's for
wanted
the
the
love.
first badge.
It's for the love of the. Oh, it's for the love of the craft.
Yeah. Yep.
It's for seeing fan art of yourself.
Honestly, not even a joke.
The dopamine that floods my brain when I see a pretty picture of Ferrah.
Yep.
Insane.
Yep. Actually, I didn't know if I should tweet. Oh, I can't do it. Never mind. I'll just talk about it later.
I just want to say really quickly that the Quincy origin story is a nightmare. It feels like it should be its own horror story, like its own horror short. So the founder of all the Quincy's, when he was born, he couldn't hear, feel, taste, or smell anything, and he would just sit there and was just like not cry or anything, just lay there. But people realized that when they touched him, that it healed all their ailments. But what they didn't know is that a part of his soul went into them when he did that, when they were healed, and then they would die early. Like their lifespan is shortened from that. And then the piece of his soul would return to him along with a piece of their soul. And then from taking in their soul, he would be able to hear, feel, and taste and smell, and be able to like be a fully formed being. So horrific. That idea is terrifying to me.
That's wow. Wow. I mean, we never said Tite Kubo can't write a premise. That's for sure.
That's true. That is true.
Also, Playmer, I'm glad your workplace matched. I have no idea. I didn't check if mine did.
Workplace
Probably
match,
not. Workplace matched his donation to the Black Girls Code.
That's so nice. Mine
Yes.
doesn't.
Yeah, basically.
But if you don't use your vacation, mine forces you to volunteer during work hours. Fun
I
fact.
hate that.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Vol, wait, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
This is just strange. Okay, anyways, it tells you before you donate. Wow, fancy. Okay, anyways, we need to go.
Goodbye.
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 Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.